tonight, one of the nation's preeminent retailers asserting scenes like these are growing more common around the country. Target saying they lost an estimated $763 million in lost and stolen inventory last fiscal year, and that they expect crime-fueled inventory losses to jump by another $500 million this year. The company's CEO spelling out the struggle on an earnings call this week.
Theft and organized retail crime are increasingly urgent issues, impacting the team and our guests and other retailers. The unfortunate fact is, violent incidents are increasing at our stores and across the entire retail industry.
Headlines of major stores closing in San Francisco with employee safety considered. And now the mayor of New York City, Eric Adams, announcing a comprehensive plan to tackle the 44% uptick in retail theft in his city last year.
Target is closing 9 stores, including NYC locations, citing theft and employee safety. Ugh. Defund the police has got us again. All right, so Target is pulling up the stakes in Harlem because of rampant theft and violence. One of the 9 stores the discount chain plans to shutter in crime-riddled cities nationwide, the company said. Now, recently we just saw this happen in both Chicago, San Francisco, Los Angeles, where we had these district attorneys go super light on crime and say, hey, we don't care about shoplifting. And these people, you know, I think there was one guy in New York who was arrested 100 times for shoplifting. Here's the story. Professional shoplifter with more than 100 arrests finally behind bars after fighting cops. So they weren't even put behind bars for shoplifting. They were put behind bars because they fought cops. 100 times. 100 times. So this is bail reform, people, because again, if you shoplift one time or a million times, they're letting you out because of bail reform. It's racist to try to stop these people from destroying these communities by shoplifting. Bail reform. And even if you catch them, the DAs don't prosecute. The big box retailer, which opened the East Harlem location to great fanfare in 2010 as a revitalization of the neighborhood, announced it will close all 9 stores October 21st. Yeah, I was there. I was there in Harlem when they opened this up. It was a big deal. It was a big deal. It was a big shopping center, and it was nice. There's a Costco's over there. It was, you know, I think a Best Buy was over there, so it was pretty nice. We cannot continue to operate these stores because theft and organized retail crimes are threatening the safety of our team and guests and contributing to unsustainable business performance. That makes sense, the Minneapolis-based chain said in a statement. Here's a quick report on what's happening in New York.
As you can see in this compilation of surveillance footage, there is often nothing subtle about it. Thieves openly stealing merchandise from Target locations across the country.
Along with other retailers, we've seen a significant increase in theft and organized retail crime across our business.
That was Target's CEO on the company's quarterly earnings call Wednesday, discussing what they call inventory shortage, or shrink. In layman's terms, theft.
Year to date, incremental shortage has already reduced our gross margin by more than $400 million versus last year, and we expect it will reduce our gross margin by more than $600 million for the full year.
More than $500 million due to what the industry calls organized retail crime.
So now you see what they're going through, right? They have to deal with that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Other locations to be shuttered are in San Francisco, Seattle, and Portland. These are the defund the police cities, and the let shoplifting is okay if you're black because it's racist to hold anybody accountable for shoplifting. San Francisco, Seattle, and Portland are those places, along with New York. I'm surprised Chicago's not on this list, but Chicago's already, they already lost like Walmart and Whole Foods, so it's happening. And these businesses, if I'm the CEO of Target, yeah, close them down. We don't need, why do we need to be there, right? We're helping them out. So all cities with progressive prosecutors who refuse to go after shoplifters despite the growing surge of organized retail theft since the pandemic. Shoplifting complaints at the East River Plaza retail complex, which also include Costco and Marshalls, I've been to all those stores, have soared more than 40% since the pandemic, according to the NYPD. NYPD complaint data analyzed by the Post, there were 665 complaints in 2022. So last year there was almost 700, compared with 468 in 2019. So that's a huge increase. And there were 289 complaints lodged through June of this year, according to the most recent data available. So if you double that, that's what, about 570 or something like that? It's about 570 complaints for the year. So it looks like it's going to go down if these trends start. So, but again, if you're looking at losing $500 million because of just all of these crimes, then it's not good. The spite of recent robberies has hurt the company's bottom line and put employee safety at risk, the company said. Despite our efforts, unfortunately, we continue to face fundamental challenges to operating these stores safely and successfully, the company said. Target said it invested heavily in strategies to stop shoplifting in its stores, adding more security guards and theft deterrent tools, but to no avail. Target's efforts to fight crime, including training employees and security teams on how to protect themselves and de-escalate potential safety issues, as well as partnering with the U.S. Department of Homeland Security and advocating for the Combating Organized Retail Crime Act in Congress. The 2,000-store chain has also hosted store walks with members of Congress and other legislators and law enforcement to educate them on how it has been fighting crime. Former City Council Speaker Melissa Mark Viverito, who represented East Harlem when the Target store opened, bemoaned the loss to the neighborhood. Closing is a problem. Target was a staple in the neighborhood for many years. That's a lot of jobs, Mark Viverito told the Post. Target provided products that were at a price point important to the community. But this is the issue, right? These policies of let's not prosecute shoplifters, just, holding people accountable is racist. This is what it leads to. It leads to you losing stores in your community. People saying we're not going to put a business there that's going to lose money. Don't forget, the bottom line matters. People aren't just putting these stores there just because they want to, help the community. They're putting them there because they want to make money. And retail crime theft doesn't make money. Target did not say how many workers at the East Harlem location would be laid off. Obviously, it's probably going to be a lot. Or if they will be transferred to another location in the city. A worker at the store confirmed to the Post that they were informed by Target about the closure on Tuesday. It's horrible. Target is only 1 block away from me. Sad to see all this going on, said Adam Clayton Powell IV, a former state assemblyman representing East Harlem. I'm disappointed to hear the news today about the closure of the East Harlem Target. Deanna Aiello, deputy speaker of the city council, said in a statement, the store has been a lifeline for the many East Harlem residents, providing jobs and stability for their families. The thought of the hardship this store will bring to those who relied on those jobs is disheartening. But they don't care. This is city council week. They don't care. If they cared, they would do something about retail crime, right? You saw the video. They would do something about retail crime, but they're not. Why? Because they want these people to suffer. Again, I think for them, it's more about the message. They don't care about these people not having a place to shop. They don't care about that. They don't, like, it's just in Chicago. They don't care about those people not having supermarkets to buy food. It's all about the message. And it's, again, I'm going to say it. It's these idiots in New York who keep voting in these Democrats. Let them suffer. If they want to suffer, they want to lose their jobs and all this stuff happen, good. I'm saying good. I know it makes me sound cold and callous, but I'm saying good. They should suffer until they start realizing that the people who we're voting for is the problem. The problem are the AOCs. The problem are these Viveritos and this person. These people the problem is the woke DAs. And as long as you keep voting them in, you're going to have these problems. It's not the people who can afford it are going to suffer. It's the people who need it the most are going to suffer. That's what these woke policies do. Target has 96 stores in the greater New York City market, employing more than 20,000. The company said it continues to operate locations in Manhattan, in Times Square, Union Square, Greenwich Village, the Lower East Side, and Washington Heights. It also is planning to move into a new development at 121 West 125th Street in Harlem. So it's just moving to another spot in Harlem, which, may be good for those people. But I just hope the issues don't come back, because again, if they're stealing from the one in East Harlem, they're going to be stealing from the one here. Target did not immediately respond to questions about its 125th Street plans. When Target opened the East Harlem store at 517 East 117th Street in the summer of 2010, greeting shoppers with a massive Hello Harlem sign, it represented the culmination of a decade of lobbying city officials and wooing residents to allow a big box store to gain a foothold amid the neighborhood's mom and pop businesses. Yeah, see, so New York has this policy where they don't allow big box stores in because they say it's going to hurt mom and pop businesses. Target was eager to avoid the backlash that its chief rival Walmart experienced when it sought to open a store in New York City and was stopped by union reps and elected officials. So when Walmart tried to open the store, they shut it down. But this is what I'm talking about. This is the socialism that you got to kind of watch out for, because if a business finds a spot, says we want to open, and they say we just don't like your business, we're gonna, this is not capitalism. That's ridiculous. The company's efforts to win over Harlemites included charitable donations, including renovating a public library and carrying merchandise designed by local artists, according to reports at the time. The store also carried a generous selection of Spanish language and ebony greeting cards, gospel and Latin music, and Spanish language books and movies, religious candles, and multicultural dolls aimed at the neighborhood predominantly Latino population. I'm thinking it's a name aimed at they forgot the at here. Target was among the first retailers to publicly blame crime for a deterioration in its financial results. With its chief executive, we just saw that, Brian Cornell, sounding the alarm in May. We saw that clip. We just saw that clip. Target's move to close the 9 stores comes at the heels of another massive round of store closures, including Rite Aid, which filed for bankruptcy protection and is likely shuttering up to 500 stores in the coming months, according to reports. So Target is getting out of the woke business, it looks like, and saying, hey, we can't just be giving money away. If the local authorities aren't going to support us, then we gotta go. So this is another, go woke or go broke situation. It looks like they are not going to go woke. So this seems like another Target tried to go woke and just didn't work out for them. Without the support of the police and the district attorney's office to stop things of this nature, they're doing what they have to do. Target's going to be okay, people. It's the people in those areas who are going to suffer. But let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section where you think I went wrong. My name is Nate the Lawyer, and I'll see you next time. Peace.